divide. Like, women are pushed towards independence, especially black women. You know what I'm saying? Like, black women, single parent household, grow up, be strong, be independent. You don't need a man for anything.
And women are hard on their daughters. Like,
right.
I've seen like women on their sons versus women on their daughters is way harder. And so I think, from my perspective, from being very active on social media,
Black Twitter, and
I say shit on Instagram, and motherfuckers don't like it, and they say I'm a sexist, whatever. I don't give a fuck. But
what is an example of a sexist post that you would make?
And it wouldn't even be a sex post. It would just be about women and not having accountability, and they would take it as, you always on women. Like, shut the fuck up.
So then they automatically come back.
And they automatically come back as sexist. I grew up with 3 older sisters. Like, get the fuck out of here. But I think the one of the main contributing factors is that the feminism movement, and this is the one that's going to get a lot of people to argue under the comments, but the feminism movement, like this new one of like Me Too and all that shit, that was created by white women. All right, so that's the way it's been put out there. So just being on Twitter and seeing these like racist white women and then our black women kind of on the same side is really weird. And let me clarify that. R. Kelly should fucking be in jail. All right?
Right.
Like, Bill Cosby should be in jail. Like, you know, those niggas.
I don't think Bill Cosby should be in jail, but we'll talk about that later.
Okay. But that nigga probably should be in jail. We could, you know.
Right.
Like, I have my thoughts on it too, but for all intents and purposes, he should be in jail.
Right.
Like, if you violate women in any way, you should fucking go to jail.
Right.
Right.
But in the media and all that shit, it shouldn't be, the representation shouldn't be R. Kelly. The representation should be a nigga like Harvey Weinstein. But that white, like, feminist movement took over so much, and they were able to drive these narratives of, let's go after R. Kelly. And then you got all these white dudes standing over here
Doing
that went to rehab.
Right.
Like, nigga, that nigga need to go too.
Right.
So do you feel like we pick and choose though what we decide to highlight in the media? Because I don't feel like that that there's other races, other people, like other white people that actually get put behind bars, you know, who are celebrities, who have, you know, a status, but the media and people in the media pick and choose what they decide to highlight or harp on as an example.
But I think what happened is they needed, I think white women, I'll say fuck it. The white women needed that, those white women needed that reassurance that, yeah, like those big black dudes, you know, be scared of them. And then,
so you feel like it was an agenda?
It was an agenda. And so that got pushed so much, pushed, and it got pushed so much that it translated over. And then that's when I started to see like, oh, men ain't shit. Niggas ain't this, niggas ain't that. And that's what ended up happening on Twitter. And so now it's like what gets the most retweets is, niggas this, niggas do this, and niggas, I hate black men. Y'all need to start doing this, that, and the third. And it was all from black women. So
the feminist movement, you feel like created more sensitivity towards things, or heightened certain sensitivities to where now anything that a man puts out there is hyper sensitive to women, absolutely. And women literally come back with.
And I'll say this:
the whole squad.
Black men are the only ones that get judged by our lowest common denominator. Like nobody else does that. You know who does that to black men? Who's historically done that to fucking white people? Like
right.
one nigga goes and shoots and robs a white guy across town, and it's like, oh my God, black people are violent. And so then that started to translate into, like, you see on Twitter, like, all right, one dude rapes it. Oh, he's a fucking, everybody is in the common consensus that he's a fucking dirtbag and he should probably go to jail, right?
Just because one woman said it.
But you said what?
Just because one woman said it.
Yeah, the crazy part was I started doing an experiment. I don't know if you peeped this, Ryan.
Oh,
So on Twitter, I'd see like something that says like, woman kills child in anger or some shit like that. And I go, God damn, women gotta get it together. And you know what women do? That's just one. And it's like,
okay,
so you motherfuckers can discern that lowest common denominator. But for a black man, it's like, this one idiot rapes a woman. Black men all over the world just can't get it together. What, bitch? Fuck you mean? You know the lowest common denominator over here, but you don't know the lowest common denominator over there.
They know it. It's just what they choose to highlight.
Exactly. And it's sad.
Because from the beginning of time, niggas ain't been shit, and they'll never let you be shit.
Okay, so it's I don't feel like it's
and then you have those guys.
It is.
I'm just saying, like to white people, women or whatever, and to black women of a certain status, niggas ain't shit.
Oh, you were saying that's what they think?
Yes.
Oh, okay. I
yes.
thought you.
No, I'm saying no.
Yeah,
I'm
I
not
thought you
saying
were saying
that.
because when
No.
chicks be like niggas ain't shit, and then